Hey, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our bi-weekly uh, guided meditation and live stream and Dharma talk here at the Blue Lotus Meditation and Mindfulness Center. I apologize for being a few minutes late. We actually just had a tornado warning, right, for where we are. So we were just able to get back into our location safely to make sure that the significant weather passed. And so I'm glad to see everybody who's able to make it here. And again, we have to be mindful of our and everybody's safety as well, right? Make sure that everyone is okay and everyone is safe before we do any activities, right? Safety is always first. Otherwise, how can we, if we're injured or don't take care of ourselves, we're not able to be of service to anyone else. So it's important that we are mindful with our own health and safety as well. So thank you. Thank you for your understanding. So today is May 30th, 2022. It's about 6:09 p.m. here where we are, again, a few minutes late due to the significant weather. Tonight's topic, we'll be talking about the Buddha's 5 great dreams, or before he was the Buddha, right? Before he was the Buddha, he was Bodhisatta, in meaning that someone who is about to be awakened. So why don't we start off with our guided meditation, like our typical format. And tonight's guided meditation is on awareness of people just like you. And I think this is an important and significant and particularly relevant meditation for right now, especially during these times, because very often we may find ourselves qualifying someone else as something different than we are, when in actuality, they're the same as us, right? There's no difference between, one type of person or another. We all have the same wants and desires. Sometimes when we classify someone as a certain type of a person, whether it's racial or sexual or sexual identity, we're taking away from their being. And so awareness of people like us. And so go ahead and let's take a moment to allow our body to settle into that comfortable position, whatever position you choose. You may close your eyes or keep them slightly open, allowing the spine to lift and the shoulders to soften. And today, this guided meditation will be practicing and acknowledging the similarities between ourselves and others. We often focus on differences, but realizing that every person who seems very different from us is in a fundamental way just like us, can become the basis of a real connection. This can include people we don't know very well, people with whom we're in conflict, or even people that we may view or see or consider as an enemy. It's possible to develop a sense of compassion and understanding by coming to feel our shared sense of experience as a human being. This practice, called Just Like Me, can help overcome that sense of difference and distrust by opening channels of compassion. Allow yourself to take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And as you breathe out, allowing a sense of release for any tension that you are holding in your body. Briefly scan through your body, noticing any sensations or emotions. Inviting a sense of spaciousness and acceptance for whatever you are experiencing right now. Now bring to mind someone that you don't know very well, or who might seem different or distant from you, or even someone that you are in a minor conflict with. And as you bring this person to mind, notice if you experience any shift in sensations in your body. Holding this person in mind, as if they were in front of you, say to yourself, this person has a body and a mind just like me. This person has feelings, emotions, and thoughts just like me. This person has, at some point in his or her life, has been sad, disappointed, angry, hurt, or confused, just like me. This person has, or in his or her life, experienced physical and emotional pain and suffering, just like me. This person has experienced moments of peace, and joy, and happiness, just like me. This person wishes to have fulfilling relationships, just like me. This person wishes to be healthy and loved just like me. Now, take a moment to sense how you're feeling. As you hold this person in your awareness, what do you experience? And now, as you hold this person in mind, sending them good wishes, may they be well. May they be happy. As we move to a close, returning your awareness to the breath, breathing in, and breathing out, present, alive, connected, right here, right now. Go ahead and bring yourself into awareness and go ahead and open your eyes and reorientate your body before moving around if you need to. Wonderful. And go ahead and adjust yourself if you need to as well. And so, for tonight's Dharma talk, Siddhartha Gautama's 5 great dreams when he was a Bodhisatta right before he became the Buddha himself, what we understand and the figure that we refer to as the Buddha. He had 5 dreams, all within the same evening. And his first dream, he was lying on the earth, and the earth was his bed. And the Himalayas, the king of all mountains, was his pillow. His left hand rested in the eastern sea, and his right hand in the western sea, while his feet were in the southern sea. And so, normally at those times, when anyone had a dream or a vision, they would go see a dream interpreter. What do these dreams mean? What is their purpose? What is their meaning? But he was on the verge, right on that verge of his own enlightenment, his own awakening into oneness. And he meditated on these dreams. And deducing that, this first great dream appeared to let him know that he would awaken to being self-awaked, right? To the unexcelled right self-awakened, his own awareness. That's what that meant to him. So it was an important dream, letting him know that he was right there, right at the very tip, a few moments away before his complete awakening into Buddhahood. His second dream, he had a woody vine growing out of his navel, his belly button, and reaching into the sky, very high into the sky. So as he tried to interpret the meaning of this dream, that one he deduced or appeared to let him know that when he had awakened to the Noble Eightfold Path, he would proclaim it, as well as far as there are humans and celestial beings, that vine, that tree growing out of him, spreading the important Eightfold Path for all of humanity and celestial beings to live that noble, mindful life. His third dream were white worms with black heads crawling up from his feet and covering him just up into his knees. So when he thought about this, what could these worms represent? What could they be? This third dream let him know that many white-clothed householders would go for lifelong refuge with him, the Tathaga, the Buddha before he became the Buddha. His fourth dream was 4 different colored birds coming from 4 directions, fell at his feet and turned entirely white. So we have all these different colored birds. What do you think that could be? Right? If you're unfamiliar with this, think about what that could be. What could those birds represent? Think about when, what time period, or the social and political structure of India was. What could those what could those birds represent? So back then, people were divided into castes, right, or classes of people. And so this fourth great dream let him know that people from those 4 castes, right, the priests, the noble warriors or the Brahmins, the merchants and the poor, having gone forth from home life into homelessness, right, in the Dhamma, in the Vinaya, would realize unexcelled release. These were his followers. They would all unite, removing or setting aside whatever their station was, what they were born into, and to follow him. In the 5th dream, he dreamt that he was walking back and forth on top of a huge mountain of excrement, but he was not soiled at all. As he walked back and forth, this huge pile of feces. And this 5th great dream let him know that he would receive gifts of robes and alms food and lodgings and medicines, and that he would utilize them without any attachment and clinging to them. He was unencumbered by material possessions, any attachments. And so it was with these dreams and their interpretations that Siddhartha was given the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path. And that was before, and once it was given to him, that's when he became the Buddha or the Enlightened One. It wasn't until those dreams, which symbolized that very moment right beforehand, right before his awakening, and that would not be revealed to him unless he were on that precipice, that moment of great awareness, great realization. And so it is on this day, which we call Vesak Day, that Buddhists all around the world share. And it comes on different days of the year, each year. This year was beginning of May, first week of May. And so we celebrate that all around the world, the day that he became awakened. And that awakening can come to anyone. We all have that ability to spread goodness and kindness and awareness of where we are and who we're with. We can spread that and share it. And that's an important purpose for our lives. It's not the accumulation of wealth or homes or cars, but it's what we do with our lives. And his awakening helps all of us understand the kindness that we all have and not holding on to dogmas or materialism. And those good deeds that we do, they work in our favors and our benefits. So it's important that we go out and share our kindness and our generosity and our compassion, our empathy with our fellow beings. These are just shells in front of us, and some of us have more challenging times than others. And when you go out and help someone, not only are you uplifting them, but you are uplifting yourself. And those are all talked more in depth, in that Noble Eightfold Path: right action, right speech, right mindfulness, right occupation. So as we go about our days, we can incorporate and take refuge in the Dharma that the Buddha has shared with us. And so, spread it. Don't keep it to yourself. You're a kind person. I know you are. You wouldn't be watching this if you weren't. So, don't hold on to any attachments that are unhealthy or hold you back. Concepts or notions or ideas. Let them go and just be kind. That has a lot to do with even our guided meditation. Understanding that people are people. We all have the same needs. We all have the same hopes of stability and safety, healthy relationships, being loved. Every single one of us. And if it weren't for these 5 great dreams, right before Siddhartha's awakening, we wouldn't know those. We wouldn't have that have that path to follow. So share that. And so our next Dharma talk, June 13th, 6 p.m. till about 6:30 or so, barring any other inclement weather, which I'm grateful that it passed us by. Our next free silent retreat, you're all welcome to join us. June 26th, which is a Sunday. It's always the last Sunday of the month from 7 a.m. We can start being on site at 7 a.m. and we really kind of begin at 7:30. So until about 4:30 p.m. But you can stay as long as you like. Do a half day or full day if you like. Up to you. We also have our weekly sanghas, our healing sanghas for our trauma survivors. For our veterans, we have a veteran sangha. New Beginnings is our newly instituted or newly meeting that we have for addictions. Any kind of addiction that you may be struggling with and needing guidance and support with, you're welcome to join us. We also have our Rainbow Sangha and our Teen Sanghas. Check our website for additional information and to register. We also have private meditation services as well if you just want a more personalized, individualized, one-on-one guided meditation service as well. Just let us know. Feel free to register. And if you do find our guided meditations and what we do here valuable and offering you some refuge and support, we warmly invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. And with that, my friends, I wish you all an evening of peace and ease and well-being. Take care.